Hello, today is November 8th, 2015, day 8 of NaNoWriMo, which means we are 1 week in. So how's it going out there in Nano Land? I'm not starting off very strongly, I have to say. It's been a struggle. And I hope that it's not been as much of a struggle for everybody else. I don't know what to say about what's happening, but it's just not good. But so anyway, this week I had decided that I wanted to try to do a video in the middle of the week, and that just didn't happen. I was pretty much like living on no money this week because I had a very large student loan payment go out, and so I was living on like ramen and mac and cheese, and so my energy got really low this week and I just was exhausted the whole week. So things that I wanted to happen didn't happen. But what did happen was writing. I did get some writing in, which is amazing. Amazing that it even happened, I guess. So last week what I wanted to do the first week of NaNoWriMo was to continue with some of my prepping. I wanted to pre-plan some scenes, I wanted to do some character voice journals, and I wanted to do some setting profiles. I ended up doing 3 scenes, pre-planning them, and it was kind of like as I was going, like I was approaching the next scene and I was like, well, I should probably, you know, sit down and figure out how to orchestrate this scene, and so then I did that. And then I did 1 character voice journal because I was waiting or something and I didn't have enough time to sit down and like really dig into my writing, so I just sat down and I did a character voice journal, which was really great because that came in handy later on. I referenced some of that and it was a really good like exercise to kind of get my brain thinking about the character. And then I did 7 setting profiles, so now I kind of have a better vision of the world around my characters, and I like that. So I did get some work done this week other than writing, which was great. So speaking of my writing, I am currently at 9,000 words. Today, at the end of today, on Sunday, November 8th, we are supposed to have 13,600 words-ish, and so that means I am like really far behind. I was writing at about 1,000 words behind most of the week, and then yesterday I came home late and I was supposed to write and I just didn't. I just didn't. Instead, I cleaned. I cleaned the area around me, I cleaned my bathroom, and I feel so much better about coming in and sitting down to write. So it's at least useful what I did, but it still was not writing. Technically, not counting the words that I'm supposed to do today, I'm 2,600 words behind. So my goal for today is to write 2,000 words. So that's going to be the 1,600 that's due today and plus 400 words. So I'm hoping over this next week I'm going to add about 500 words every day, or as many days as possible, and that will help me catch up. So I'm just going to eat away at that 2,600 that I'm behind a little bit at a time. Or I am off work on Tuesday, and if I do feel like getting a little crazy, I could attempt a 10K Tuesday. I don't know. It probably won't happen. It is the 10th though, and I was thinking to do 10K on the 10th, which is a Tuesday, that would just make sense. So I may try to make that happen. And the way I'm going to make that happen is by working in the way that works best for me. And that's, I think, now that we are a week into NaNoWriMo, we should have learned by now what is working best for you. For me, it's not sitting at home writing. The best time of day for me is during the day, but most of the time that I have to write right now is at night when I get home, and I'm tired. And I'm still getting the words in anyway. I'm pushing myself to feel like I'm connecting with the story, even though I don't really feel like I'm connecting with my story yet, but I'm pushing myself and really trying to get those words in there. So if you haven't done any experimentation this so far, now that we're a week in, try some experimentation this week. Like, try writing at different times or try writing in a different place. If you have the opportunity, go to a cafe and sit down and see how much you get done. I get a lot more done when I'm not at home. So I'm going to be living in cafes, I'm going to be living in the library, I'm going to try to go other places this week and write so that I can get a lot more done. So the other things I want to do this week while I'm trying to get more writing in is I'd like to finish planning the rest of those big scenes that I was talking about, and that might help me like work toward those a little better and maybe feel a little more connected with my story. I also want to do 2 more voice journals. I did the main character this week, and that was incredibly helpful. So I want to write an upcoming character's voice journal and then one that I've had kind of on screen a little bit here and there. Maybe it will help me understand her a little bit better, although she's not going to show up again until like a long time. So I don't know, I may just end up doing 1 more voice journal so far. And then I want to finish out writing my settings profiles. I've done like 7 of the setting profiles, so I've done most of them. I just have a few more and decided not to finish those out and concentrate on writing because they were so far away. I'm not going to be in those settings for a while, but I might as well finish those out while I'm working on all this other stuff. So I'm going to be doing that this week. I'm also going to be shooting for No 0 Days. No 0 Days. I was hoping that my whole NaNoWriMo this year would be No 0 Days, but I gotta give myself some room to breathe, and if I do have a 0 day this week, it has to be 1. And hopefully I can either catch up on Tuesday to allow myself that breathing room, or just make sure that I'm staying consistent and not burning myself out. Usually if I have a very high count word day, then I'm burnt out for the next day or so. But yeah, this week is just going to be basically experimentation week, finding out what I need to change in my own habits to better facilitate getting some words down, because last year I was able to write a lot more words in a lot shorter of time, and right now it's been about 500 words an hour, and that's very slow for me. But you know, it's just I'm still feeling not very connected with the story. I am feeling a little more connected than I was on the first day, but I'm still just, I don't know, there's something about this story, or maybe I'm missing something, and so, you know, just gonna work through it and figure out what works best for me. And I hope that you're able to figure out what works best for you. I don't know. And I hope your nano is going well. We are, you know, just about over 10,000 words in, so I mean, things should be moving and it should be very exciting, and it is, honestly. I'm really excited about what I'm writing and that it's actually coming down onto the page and it's working, and it's looking different than I had anticipated it being in my head, but I like it. So it's not a bad different, it's a good different. And so I'm writing a story that I would like to read, and so I'm really excited about it. So good luck this week. Hopefully I will check in at some point. I've got Tuesday and Friday off this week, so there may be some videos coming in, especially because I'm going to buy another bookcase from IKEA and set that up, and then finally have some bookcases and organize them, and so that may take some brain space this weekend. But anyway, exciting things. I'm so glad that we are 1 week done. We have 3 weeks left, and it's moving along. All that prep is, all the prep was worth it, honestly. It really was. I hope that you're good luck nanoing. I will see you soon for another update.